Hello, everyone, and welcome to your energy check-in here. If you didn't check out some of my latest uploads, I definitely would. And on Saturday, we took a look at the Macabre Tarot, so we're going to use that in the reading today. And there were some great messages in that reading. It's a pretty cool deck. It's very interesting, and the author has a lot of awesome things to say in the book, so definitely check that out. I appreciate you all being here, each and every one of you. I pray for you. I always intend beautiful, wonderful, amazing things happen for you. Reach out to me anytime. I am here for you. This is my purpose. I'm living in it, and I just want to share my gifts with as many people as I possibly can. Okay, so here we go. We're going to start with the Seasons of the Witch Oracle. I was drawn to this. It's a beautiful deck here. So really a lot of root chakra and earth star chakra, which is 6 inches below you. I'm feeling a lot of that energy, really this need to really connect with Mother Earth, release what's not serving you so you can allow new, fresh energy to come in. I'm going to see the main energy for the collective as a whole. Third harvest, look at that, 38:11, new beginnings. Daughters of the woods, feel thy sacred swell with suppleness. Taste the gathering of honey's milk, filling your emptiness. Look at that wheat. It's a fruitful time. It's an abundant time. It's harvest time. It's the third harvest. It may be the third go around at something and it's working out. You know how you do things, you try things, and then you just tweak it like just a very little bit. I feel like that's what that is. And third time's a charm, you know, that saying. And just this beautiful opening up with the 3 energy, expanding your abundance, your prosperity, expanding to these new beginnings. But we're going to look in the book and see what the author has to say here. Gathering, abundance, and preparation. Though winters might be harsh and gathering up your food is hard work, there is a feeling of abundance and pride in getting prepared. Imagine looking at your food stores and seeing a physical representation of your work. Imagine seeing the abundant rewards of planting your seeds and nourishing them as they grow. We are lucky that we no longer have to face these conditions in the modern world. Refrigerators and grocery stores make it easy for us to have all food all year long. Perhaps that is why the overall idea of preparation is no longer important to us. If you are holding the third harvest, you are being guided to gather up your accomplishments, to celebrate your wins. Take a look at everything you've done and achieved. Make a store of these wins to come back to whenever you are feeling low or like you have failed. The easiest way to attract more abundance is to feel abundant. Having a stockpile of good moments will kickstart you and can help turn around feelings of lack or stagnation. So what I'm feeling is there is money and abundance coming in, prosperity, opportunity, healing, and growth, if you will allow it. And by focusing on things that make you happy, accomplishments that you've made, goals you've reached, feelings of joy and happiness because of a child, because you're connected to the unconditional love of an animal, a happy memory, something, anything, everything that makes you feel happy and joyous, write that down. Keep that as a reference to look back to. So feeling abundant, the universe is literally telling you, if you feel abundant and you think abundant thoughts and you live in the energy as if you already have everything that you desire, it's coming. It's time to reap the rewards for all your work. Okay, So now we're going to use the major arcana of the Macabre Tarot and get the energy that the feminine is working with and the energy that the masculine is working with. Your inner feminine and masculine, or you and your person. However you want to view this, it's up to you. So this is the major arcana. We're going to do the feminines first. This is the feminine's energy here. Look at that. The feminine's energy is the Empress, the Ethereal. Beautiful. So divine feminines, you're in your energy. And it looks like this Empress is holding a heart. So holding someone's heart. Someone has your heart. This is the main energy of the feminine. I love it. What is the main energy of the masculine? Death and rebirth. New life, healing. Laying the old to rest, seeing clearly with that eyeball. Blossoming in abundance in this new life. So your inner feminine, the feminine, is being asked to open up to receive. Receive love, receive abundance, receive clarity, receive healing. Just to be open, receptive, loving, generous, kind, focused on abundance, focused on creating the life that you desire because you are the creator, right? The Empress, the Ethereal. Looking towards the harvest, looking towards the rebirth. And the action that you take is to let everything that's not serving you go within you and around you. The death of the old way of thinking, the old way of doing things, the old way of operating, getting stuck in those lower vibrations, the coulda, shoulda, wouldas, the fears, the regrets, the doubts, the shames, all of those energies. Transforming them, right, into the light, healing, and then stepping forward into stability with the 4 energy, right? Because the death card's a 13, so 3 plus 1 is 4. Moving from the 3, finding your alignment, right, with the 11 energy, mastering yourself, mastering this abundant mindset, right? This abundant feeling and knowing, this harvest. And then here's the death and rebirth. So the rebirth of you, new version of you, taking action, moving forward into stability in all ways. And this, if you're feeling into this as a connection, a relationship with your soulmate, someone you're meant to learn from and grow from, right? Your sacred lover. I feel that there's a rebirth here of that. Bringing what is in the spiritual realms and the other dimensions into this physical reality. And the bottom of the deck is the Hanged. So it's the Hanged Man here at the bottom. So just hang out with spirit. Get that higher mind perspective. Something about fish, mermaids, the water. I feel like it's releasing emotional attachments, right? Just letting go, freeing yourself, and taking the wisdom, like she's holding the heart with you forward. That's what I'm feeling with the Hanged. So that's the, it's like things have just been kind of hanging and you're like wondering, is something happening? Is something going to happen? And all the while, things have been being worked out behind the scenes that you just don't realize. And there's this really gorgeous new cycle coming in for you. We're going to read a little bit about the Empress, the Ethereal, previously the Empress, creation, nurturing, fertility. The Ethereal is a creative spirit, the nurturing warmth. It is fertility in all of its forms, the birth of a child, spirit, or project. It's making something that didn't previously exist, and is also maternal warmth and endless abundance. Take time to connect with your creative spirit and look for opportunities to be warm and receptive. Beautiful. And then we have the Death card for the masculine, release and endings. Death appears to us when it's time to let go Take a moment to mourn what is now lost, because it is truly gone for good. Your pain and suffering is valid, and you need to give it space. But remember that this loss is important for growth. From the ashes of death, something new and beautiful will arise. Yeah. So the masculine, could have experienced a death in the family, like an actual death, although we don't really die, but a leaving of the physical body. It could be going through something like that. So we are going to go through the crystal energy now, so the pentacle energy, so more about this harvest. I'm going to pick an energy for each. The feminine, the nightmare of crystals. So this is the Knight of Pentacles. Guardian angel with you, helping you open up to receive, to digest something that's been hard to digest, maybe a shocking surprise. This offer, this opportunity, this stability, this harvest that's coming in, it may be shocking. Like other people may be shocked, I'm feeling, from the energy of this card. And what about for the masculine? The Four of Crystals. So yeah, look at that. I talked about the 13 being a 4. So opening up to more stability here. I'm just going to move this a little bit. And if not, there is a need to open up, because the Four of Crystals, the Four of Pentacles can be that holding on too tight, but it doesn't really look like that in this picture. It's like, okay, I got my stuff. I'm kind of holding on to it, but I've got these great ideas coming in from the divine. Like I know that whatever I have to let go of now, like I feel like it's going to lead me forward. Finally, maybe ready to like kind of open up. And something about frog spirit, because the way that this image is with you, helping you purify and detoxify. And then what's connecting is the Nine of Crystals. So this is the Nine of Pentacles. Independence, freedom, endings for new beginnings, restoration of health. Well, this is a good sign. This is abundance. Yeah, things are really opening up. There's a lot of stability coming in. A lot of stability. And we're just going to give a little bit as we get to know these cards. And it's really interesting, the images versus what is said in the book. That's why I like to read them, because it's, yeah. Okay, so upright, working hard, or you could be overworking. So, take that as it resonates. The Nightmare of Crystals is unrelenting in its pursuit of its goal. It's never afraid to work for the long run and never loses sight of its aim. The road may get rough and bumpy, divine feminines, but getting to the finish line is worth every moment of the struggle. Don't get distracted and stick to your plan. It's all working more than you know. Yes, that's what I was feeling. It's working out. Things are being worked out behind the scenes that you may not be aware of. So stay focused. Keep working on your physical body health. Keep working on that creative project. Keep working on yourself. Keep working, right? Putting in the effort. And what's standing out to me is we saw the hanged, how the bottom is a fishtail and a mermaid, and it looks like the Empress is a mermaid. So there is something about the emotional body, something about the ocean, the sea, mermaid magic. Maybe looking up something on mermaids is gonna, like, I don't know, there's something about that. Interesting. Okay. And now we're gonna look at the Four of Crystals here. So, saving, being frugal, could be being greedy, maybe letting go of those energies, right? Letting go of people that are greedy and holding on too tight. Keeping coins stored away for a rainy day is wise, but not always fun. Staying focused on financial goals can be a challenge and doesn't always feel rewarding. And this may be what you've been focused on, feminines, is this financial goal of growing your business, of getting a job that pays you more, asking for that raise, whatever this is. You've been really working on that, and it will pay off in the long run. So it's always tying together, because we have masculine and feminine energies. An occasional splurge is acceptable, but it's important you don't justify every purchase as being a deserved treat, okay? Just being like the masculine in this place, just be happy and grateful for every bill that you get to pay. And yes, I said get to pay because you can pay for it. You know, the food that you get to buy, because we're very privileged here, even if we have what would be considered little. It's not really little in the big picture, okay? So being smart and being discerning, but also allowing yourself to live life, allowing yourself to have fun, right? To really open up, because when you do, it's like you won't even believe your eyes, like that nightmare. Crystal's like, I can't believe that this is actually happening. And all it took was opening up and being receptive to it. And that literally is all that it takes. Okay, so then we have this manifestation of a path forward, better finances, right? So from a spiritual point of view, we're going to get the bones energy here. And that's the wands energy. So what spirit advice to do with this newfound abundance, with this harvest, with this rebirth energy, this opportunity for the feminine. Seven of Bones. Okay, so again, spirit reminding you that there's a strategy and plan here. There is a plan. Make decisions that are highest and best for you. Stand your ground. It's wand energy, but I feel the plan. Kind of like there's a map and like X marks the spot, right? You're on the right path. Rise up. Stand up for what you believe in. That's what I'm feeling the most here with that energy. And what about for the masculine? The Five of Bones. Okay, it's really important, masculines, that you surround yourself with people and energy that is serving you. And let the toxicity fall away. The drama, the gossip, the competition, right? Let it fall away. And if you've been more of a hermit and kind of holding back and been in your own energy, Spirit's encouraging you to get out and socialize and be around like-minded people, because that's going to help you, right? And this shovel just makes me feel like it's really important that you do the work here, that you open up and you notice how the feminine's got the white card with the, sort of darker image, and then the darker cards. The masculine has the darker card with the lighter images. I find that very fascinating, like the mirroring energy, seeing the light, integrating the shadows. Like that's what I'm feeling with all that. And then the haunting of bones, the Queen of Wands. You're very attractive right now. You're attracting a path of golden opportunities, skipping down the yellow brick road, right? Speaking your truth, taking charge. That's what the Queen of Wands would do. So that's your advice from Spirit, is really take charge of yourself right now. Take charge of this abundance. Take charge of what you believe in, of opening up, of surrounding yourself with like-minded people. Like, take charge of that. Perseverance. Pick up your weapon and fight. This isn't the time to surrender. Even when all the odds seem to be against you, you're not going to lose this battle. You need this pain to make you stronger, and your perseverance is going to pay off. So keep hacking away. I mean, that seems to be the message this whole time, is anything you're going through, challenge, contrast, whatever it is, it's for a purpose. It's for a reason. It's building you up. So keep going. It's going to pay off. Wow, that's incredible. The Five of Bones, conflict, fighting, and then some kind of resolution. Chaos has been released. Danger is lurking around every corner, and all creatures are at odds with each other. Conflict and fighting surround you, and it's not easy to see through the dust that has been kicked up. Instead of constantly battling everyone around you, embrace each unique perspective and sit with opinions that don't match your own. So I feel what's happening is the masculine's really opening up to something different, to a new way of looking at things. I feel like before, closed off and just had that kind of, it's either this or that, that black and white mentality, like that kind of militant mentality. This is what I know, this is what I learned, this is what I was told, so this is how it is, and really closed off to new things, feeling like they need to work so hard and compete and be exhausted to make their money, like things like that. And so coming out of that, opening up to a new way of looking at things, a new way of doing things in this rebirth. And feminines, you're in awe that when you take your power back and you allow yourself to receive and you realize that your heart, that your love, that your happiness is your responsibility and it's no one else's. It's just like, I mean, and then you just shine that light and you step out, like people are just like in awe, like shocking. It's shocking. Something's shocking about it. But you're at peace with it, but it might shock others. That's okay. Okay, now we're going to explore the emotional body here with the cups energy. Where is the Divine Feminine at with this? Six of Cups, just soaking it all in. Look at that. Just sucking up all the love, all the memories. The first message, think about, write down everything that makes you happy, right, from your childhood. You had to have some happy memories, right, and transforming the not so happy memories, learning from them, growing from them, right, and just sucking in all that unconditional love. There's something about that, memories and sweetness and just love surrounding you and being filled with love and only allowing yourself to connect with love. If it's not the energy of love, you're not interested, right? You're protected with this like sort of helmet mask from everything else. And what about for the masculine? I'll go this way. Again, the four energy, needing that stability, feeling stuck, stifled. This is a very interesting image to me. I look forward to reading in the book on that because that was one that was kind of like, but just may not have been well, as you know, may not be feeling well, or something very tragic could have happened for sure. In their life with someone that had a struggle, a battle, and decided to perhaps leave this world on their own accord. Definitely feeling that type of energy. But the Four of Cups speaks of stepping out of that self-imposed limiting box, the stuck, stifled feeling, being bored, being surrounded by people and situations that don't serve you, feeling afraid, holding back, right? And opening and trying to open up, like trying to gather your strength, like go within, healing the throat chakra. There's something about healing the throat chakra and letting go of something that's really not serving us. Like that's the whole reason for the Death card came out. And then we have the Terror of Cups, which is the Page of Cups. Yeah, and there's taking the cup from the universe. This is the underlying energy. There's something new happening here. There's some kind of communication, an idea, curiosity, an apology, something about this. Getting a different perspective on love. Maybe someone is terrified of love, terrified of opening up to it. And I do not think it's the Divine Feminine. Because the Divine Feminine is sucking up that beautiful love. So let's read about that. Memories, healing, and independence is what this card is about. You're finding connections to your past. Your childhood helped shape who you are, and you don't have to outgrow that. Like, it's about nurturing your inner child too, Divine Feminines. Nurture your inner child. Find activities you enjoyed when you were young and try them again. Relive experiences for the nostalgia. So Spirit's encouraging you to relive these beautiful memories vividly, in detail. Write it down, make a vision board. It's like you won't even believe what manifests when you do these types of things. I feel that very strongly. The masculine, contemplation and moving towards happiness. Your cup is running over with opportunities, Divine Masculine, but it's time to focus your energy inwards and meditate. Don't allow yourself to be distracted by all the noise around you. You aren't missing out by turning down what's being offered. You're prioritizing internal growth. Yeah. And I feel like that's this, whomever the masculine's been surrounding themselves with or did in the past, or whatever this like kind of competing toxic energy is here, Spirit's really asking you masculines to leave that behind. Go inward. You're not missing out. The same old crap happens every night when people go out to bars and they go out to clubs. I'm telling you, because I lived it. I know it. You're not missing out. What you're really missing out on is taking time to go within so that you can experience these manifestations. That's what you're missing out on. You're missing out on healing. You're missing out on growth. You're missing out on stability and this opportunity for new life when you don't fill your own cup, when you allow everyone else to dictate your life. So I feel like that's what's been happening with the masculine, but they're taking their power back here. Might be a little scared. And so then we're going to get what's going on in the mental body, anything to do with communication, higher thinking, clarity, just to give you this a little more clarity. But Spirit's asking you, Divine Feminine, to soak up the love. And of course would be encouraging the masculine to do the same, right? That's the first step. Divine Feminines, haunting of daggers. So I believe this is the Queen of Swords. Getting clear. Balancing the head and the heart. And look at that throat like being cut open and the masculine's grabbing the throat. So letting go of toxic communication. Letting the past go if there were words exchanged that weren't very nice, right? It's healing from that if you've experienced that. Okay, so we've got this Queen of Swords energy, so definite communication for sure. And then we have the Six of Daggers, which is beautiful because the masculine has a lot of 4 energy. 13 adds up to be a 4, so 4, 4, 4 on the board. And then this 5, this change, the challenge, contrast, change. And then the 6, this balancing energy, moving forward, traveling, relocating, calm mental body, peaceful communication. You see? Like how the sword is going up and then the rising up, right? It's very peaceful. And then what's tying you together is this 2 of daggers, this stalemate energy. But what I'm feeling is whatever was in a stalemate is being healed. Communication is being healed. And there's new life here. And things really opening up. There may be some like emotions and some tears, like I feel. But I feel it more of like a releasing tear and like tears of joy and like happiness that you finally have clarity and this path for you is finally opening up with this 2 of daggers. That's what I'm feeling. But let's see what the haunting of daggers has to say. Level-headedness, perception, can be a little cold, right? A little cutting. Bring love into it always. The haunting of daggers is driven by the mind, not emotion. Maintaining a level head in all situations and always being calculating and able to root out the truth. When faced with a challenge, take a step back and monitor the situation before making your move. So pause before you grab that sword and speak. Pause, soak in all the love. Think about the happy memories. What is important to you? What is your truth? What do you believe in? And what are you standing up for? Right? And there's this opening up here. And then we have the 6 of daggers energy moving forward. And I feel like it's moving forward from these unresolved issues of being stuck in the past. It's time to leave the familiar behind and head into the unknown. You've gotten comfortable, but you know something new is waiting for you just beyond the horizon. Pack up, say your goodbyes, acknowledge everything you're leaving behind. Excuse me. Pack up, say your goodbyes, acknowledge everything you're leaving behind, and take the leap forward. So that's what Spirit, and you can see that in these cards, and we felt it in the messages. That's what Spirit is encouraging the masculine to do. So moving forward towards communication, peaceful communication, moving out of the whole toxic energy. So, it's harvest time. I'm just going to get some final messages for you right now. Orange dragon, so sacral chakra energy. Bring soul families and communities together. Spread belonging, warmth, and oneness. Bring people everywhere together. I feel like who's ever listening to this, you're like a gatherer like me. Like you get people together, like you get everything together, you get everyone together, you make the plan, you connect people in some way, shape, or form. It's about that. Bringing soul families, you're coming into contact with your tribe, your soul family. Like I felt getting out and socializing with like-minded people instead of the toxicity, right? It's like a new world. Something about a creative project. And look at that, more orange energy. Orange gold dragon from Arcturus opens you to knowledge for the new golden age. Carry the energy of the future, be a guiding light. Yeah, always look forward, not backwards. Okay, you are a guide. You are a light for others. It's part of your purpose here. Okay, it is. It definitely is. It's a very creative time for you right now. You're very attractive right now. Look, the last message, the third message is another orange dragon. Okay, orange is your color. That is, there's no doubt in gold and orange, okay? So solar plexus, stepping into your power, writing that book, great ideas, write it down. Automatic writing is a gift for you. Okay, connect with spirit, ask your questions, and read it when you're done, right? Just keep writing. Golden orange dragon expands your light for ascension. Be a peaceful warrior, help those in need. Remember your magnificence, yeah. Find your own inner peace and move forward. Help others. When you have an excess of time, knowledge, money, resources, help other people. Expand. Be the light. Be the leader, right? Bring love into everything that you do. And I feel like you do. And whatever this project is being led by the divine. Whatever this path, this opportunity is, this opening up, this ability to move on and get out of the old, even if it's comfortable, is really going to change things for you. And you're really expanding in a big and beautiful way. Wow. Gorgeous, gorgeous energy. So orange and gold. You want to surround yourself by orange and gold to inspire you. Beautiful, beautiful energy. I'm sending you all so much love and light.